Hey boo, welcome and welcome back. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. So happy to see you here. And to my new subscribers, thank you so much for getting the channel up to 850 strong. We're small but mighty and continuing to grow, and that means so very much to me. And with that sense of growth, it's time for stopping the tendency to make excuses when we see someone, whether they're in someone we know in our circle, in our niche or sphere, or space, or somebody that is a celebrity, or someone who has a high position in, say, the business world, whatever it is. But we have a tendency to say, okay, I didn't get that high-paying gig I wanted. Well, that person went to an Ivy League school. Their parents paid their way, and they had it easy. Or you missed getting the role you wanted in a new film or a new theatrical production, and you're looking at another performer and saying, well, they came from a family of actors and they had connections, or whatever it is, or somehow all their needs are taken care of and I'm here struggling. They already had a best-selling book, a hit song, a starring role when they were 14 years old, or whatever it was. And we're giving that person kind of a pass, a hall pass, or whatever the terminology around it is, that they made it just fine. We have no idea what their inner struggles are, what their mentality was, what their mindset was. But it makes us feel we're using it against ourselves. We're fighting. We're taking that position of a house divided against itself cannot stand. We miss out on carrying our own weight here in how we perceive ourselves and what we're choosing to believe. And if that's the way we judge the circumstances and make the circumstances bigger than your state of being. Like Bashar often says, circumstances don't matter, state of being matters. So it's choosing to say it doesn't matter what someone else in my niche or in my general profession has experienced that made them so successful. Yes, we might pick up wisdom like, fall down 9 times, get up 10, or something like that that's motivating. But if our inner belief is always self-judging and allowing that separate identity, that relative small mind to keep us small, we're always going to be looking like, oh, they had it better. Oh, look up there, they're up there. But so can you be up there in relation to what you want. And yeah, you don't even have to accept the fact that you have it, because you have it. If it's what you believe and you shall receive, as it says in the Bible. This is the understanding. It's that you have it now. It's so simple. We almost, because we're like, oh, it's too good to be true. It's too easy. We don't want to accept that. So we're going to keep making reasons why it's not happening for us, why it's working against us, but that other person, that famous person, that person just ahead of us in school or whatever, got it because, oh, they had their astrology signs, their signs were all lined up, so they had it. And it's simply using that as a wedge against ourselves. We're still resisting our own desire. You're still in that place of resistance. So if it's so that what you resist persists, that by resisting, you're also, I think this is also a Bashar quote, insisting that something is so. You're making the negative option a fact. You have let it harden. This is what Neville Goddard would call it, hardening into fact in the world that appears to you. Because you can't accept that you can have it that same way, that you can have that same success, that celebrity, that best-selling book, that anything that you can choose. Your I am already makes it so. I am that best-selling author. That has to be now. It can't be any other time. You wouldn't be saying, I am that best-selling author, whenever it's going to be out there somewhere. I am that best-selling author who will have this book. No, I have it. I have the best-selling book. I have the successful practice. All of that is embedded in your state. It's why Neville said that your state, whether you want to call it state of mind, state of being, just how you feel, has the power, has the potential, has everything embedded and encoded within it for your success. It has to be. But if we are constantly turning against ourselves by comparing and falling short, using that as a way to still sit back on the sidelines and notice that we're having fear around it, because if we're feeling we're not choosing to come from a place of love, of self-love, of imagining for ourselves in a loving way that we have it. And the more you dig into this, just sit with this for a second, the more you dig into this, the more you're going to see where fear is playing in, where doubt is playing in. So if we keep dragging fear and doubt along for the ride, and they're riding shotgun here, then we're always going to be sitting back a little, kind of cringe at the idea of having what we want, and then we'll say, well, we'll make an excuse for somebody else getting it, not even realizing what their own path was like. So when you really take the reins, because you reign, you are the sublime, you are the supreme self, you have this, and allow all of it to fall into place for you, because you can choose to have it, and then relax into that. Then it won't be necessary to make an excuse for somebody else, because there is only you and what you have decided that you want, and just to claim it as yours. So let me know in the comments, drop me a question, drop me your experience with that, with trying that out. Love to hear from you on this. And I will see you soon. Love you, boo. See you in the next video.